In the darkest years of Nazi Germany, a terrifying specter haunted the nation. A serial killer so prolific, he was dubbed one of the worst in history. His name was Bruno Lüdke, and the authorities claimed he was responsible for over 50 murders. But was he a monster, or a pawn in a much larger, more sinister game? Born in Berlin in 1908, Bruno Lüdke was a simple man. He had an intellectual disability and worked odd jobs, with only petty thefts marking his record. His life was unremarkable until 1943. After a woman was found murdered near Berlin, the police, led by a detective named Kriminalkommissar Franz, arrested Lüdke. What happened next would cement his dark legacy. Under intense interrogation, Lüdke began to confess, not just to one murder, but to dozens, spanning a 15-year period all across Germany. The Nazi regime had their man, and they paraded his case as a triumph of their police force. The headlines screamed of the monster of Berlin. But let's look closer, because the official story starts to fall apart. There was virtually no physical evidence linking Lüdke to any of the crime scenes. No fingerprints, no witnesses, nothing. The alleged murders had no consistent pattern, different victim types, different methods, spread across vast distances. How could one man, with limited means and intellect, carry out such a complex and varied killing spree for years without ever being caught or leaving a single trace? It just doesn't add up. Many modern historians and criminologists now believe the entire case was a fabrication. Lüdke was the perfect scapegoat. His intellectual disability made him highly suggestible and vulnerable to coercion. During interrogations, his confessions were vague and often contradictory, suggesting he was being fed details by his questioners. The Nazi regime needed to project an image of order and security, and what better way than to solve dozens of cold cases at once? They could pin years of unsolved crimes on one man, creating a supervillain they could then defeat. Bruno Lüdke was never put on trial. His fate was decided behind closed doors. On April 8, 1944, he died under mysterious circumstances in a Vienna police hospital, conveniently removed from public view. The case was closed. Today, the story of Bruno Lüdke serves as a chilling reminder of how power can manipulate truth and manufacture monsters. Was he Germany's worst serial killer, or was he the ultimate victim of a brutal regime? The evidence points to a tragic injustice, a man's life destroyed to serve a twisted political narrative. What do you think really happened to Bruno Lüdke? Let me know in the comments below. And if you find these dark chapters of history fascinating, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the unknown.